The Snow White controversy has taken yet another dramatic turn, and fans are buzzing with excitement as Disney seems poised to make major changes to the project. Jenna Ortega, one of Hollywood's fastest rising stars, is being celebrated online as the perfect candidate to replace Rachel Zegler in the role of Snow White. With her name trending across social media and countless fans backing her, it's clear that the demand for Jenna is growing stronger by the day. But how did we get here? Let's break down the whirlwind of events that have led to this moment. Rachel Zegler's casting as Snow White was initially met with enthusiasm. She was seen as a fresh face with a promising career, but what started as a hopeful step forward quickly turned into one of Disney's most controversial moves in recent years. During her promotional interviews, Rachel made several comments that left fans scratching their heads. She admitted that she wasn't particularly passionate about the role of Snow White and took it primarily for the paycheck. For audiences who view Snow White as a cherished classic, this revelation was seen as disrespectful to the legacy of one of Disney's most iconic characters. Things worsened when Rachel described her modern take on the character. According to her, this Snow White wouldn't be dreaming of true love or waiting for a prince. Instead, she would focus on becoming a leader. While some audiences appreciated this attempt at modernization, a significant portion of fans felt betrayed. The original Snow White is beloved for her innocence, kindness, and romantic charm, qualities that made her timeless. Rachel's statement sparked outrage, with many questioning why Disney would abandon the heart of the story in favor of a reinvention that nobody seemed to ask for. Social media erupted with criticism as fans shared their frustrations. They argued that Snow White's traditional portrayal didn't need to be overhauled to be meaningful in a modern context. Her compassion, optimism, and ability to inspire love and friendship have always been central to her story. Fans began to wonder aloud why Disney seemed determined to strip away these qualities in favor of something that felt disconnected from the original tale. As the backlash grew louder, Rachel became a lightning rod for criticism. Her comments were dissected in countless tweets, YouTube videos, and online forums, and it wasn't long before the controversy caught the attention of mainstream media. Things took a turn for the worse when South Park aired an episode that directly satirized Disney's handling of Snow White. Known for its sharp and unapologetic humor, the episode mocked Disney's efforts to modernize its classic characters, with Rachel's version of Snow White as the centerpiece of the joke. Fans who were already frustrated with the direction of the remake latched onto the episode as a rallying cry, and the backlash reached new heights. Meanwhile, another layer of controversy emerged when actor Peter Dinklage criticized Disney's approach to the Seven Dwarfs. Dinklage argued that while casting a Latina actress as Snow White was a step toward inclusivity, sticking to the dwarf storyline was contradictory and offensive. His comments ignited a broader discussion about representation, and Disney responded by reimagining the dwarfs as magical creatures. However, this decision backfired. Many actors with restricted growth expressed disappointment, pointing out that roles like the dwarfs are rare opportunities for visibility in Hollywood. By eliminating these characters entirely, Disney inadvertently erased the chance for representation instead of addressing the stereotypes in a thoughtful way. As these controversies unfolded, fans began to suggest that Disney needed a complete reset for the project. The name Jenna Ortega quickly rose to the forefront of the conversation. Known for her standout performances in Wednesday and other high-profile roles, Jenna has become a beloved figure in Hollywood, particularly among younger audiences. Fans argued that she had the perfect blend of modern appeal and classic charm to bring Snow White back to its roots. Social media became flooded with fan edits and artwork imagining Jenna as Snow White, with many describing her as the people's Snow White. The demand for her casting grew so strong that it seemed impossible for Disney to ignore. The situation escalated further when Disney announced that the release of the Snow White remake would be delayed from 2024 to March 2025. While the studio cited scheduling conflicts and the ongoing actors' strike as reasons for the delay, insiders speculated that the move was an opportunity to address the mounting backlash. Reports suggested that Disney might be considering significant changes to the film, including reshoots and potential adjustments to the storyline. Some fans even speculated that Jenna Ortega could be brought in to replace Rachel Zegler, although no official confirmation has been made. Jenna Ortega's supporters believe she is uniquely positioned to save the film. Unlike Rachel, who alienated fans with her controversial comments, Jenna has built a reputation for honoring the legacy of the characters she portrays. Her portrayal of Wednesday Addams demonstrated her ability to bring depth and authenticity to iconic roles without compromising their essence. Fans argue that she could do the same for Snow White, restoring the character's innocence and charm while still appealing to modern audiences. In addition to her talent, Jenna's popularity is a major draw. Her massive following on social media and her track record of successful projects make her a box office magnet. Supporters believe that casting Jenna could reignite excitement for the Snow White remake and help Disney win back the goodwill of fans who feel alienated by the current direction of the project. The delay in the film's release has only intensified speculation about what Disney might do next. Some believe the studio is using the extra time to rework key elements of the film, including potentially bringing back the traditional portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs or reintroducing the romantic storyline that has been a hallmark of Snow White's tale. Others think the delay is a sign that Disney is seriously considering a casting change, with Jenna Ortega as the frontrunner. For Disney, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Snow White remake has become a battleground for debates about tradition versus modernization, representation, and fan expectations. With nearly a year until the new release date, the studio has an opportunity to course-correct and deliver a film that balances the timeless appeal of the original with thoughtful updates for a modern audience. Whether that means casting Jenna Ortega, restoring the classic elements of the story, or both, fans are watching closely to see how Disney responds to the overwhelming feedback. Jenna Ortega's potential involvement in the film has sparked a renewed sense of hope among fans. Many believe that her casting could mark a turning point, not just for the Snow White remake, but for Disney's approach to reviving its classic tales. With her talent, charm, and respect for tradition, Jenna represents everything fans have been asking for in a modern Snow White. If Disney listens to its audience and makes the changes they've been clamoring for, the Snow White remake could go from a PR disaster to a triumphant return to form. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear: fans are deeply invested in this story. The legacy of Snow White is too important to be overshadowed by controversy, and audiences are eager to see the character honored in a way that feels true to her roots. Whether Jenna Ortega ultimately steps into the role or not, the passionate response from fans underscores just how much this fairy tale means to generations of viewers. Now, the question remains, will Disney seize this opportunity to make things right? Fans are hopeful, but only time will tell if the studio is willing to make the bold choices necessary to turn this film into a beloved classic. Until then, the buzz around Jenna Ortega and the future of Snow White shows no signs of slowing down. Stay tuned for more updates as this story continues to unfold. And don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jenna Ortega should replace Rachel Zegler as Snow White? Would her casting bring back the magic fans are craving? Let us know, and be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on this developing drama.